Okay, so I'm gonna be reacting to a video that is called Why School is Making Kids Dumb. Okay, before anybody goes screaming in the comments saying, "Oh, you must be that rebel. You're gonna grow up to be like a thug. You know like okay." Before you go on to, I'm gonna say this right now. If we didn't have the school system, this country would not run. If we didn't have education, the world would fail. Everybody would be dumb as hell. They wouldn't get anything wrong. They'd be putting their fingers in the freaking electrical sockets. They wouldn't know how the world exists. This is why education exists. But if anybody ever, like, hears me, I will sometimes go into rants on how I disagree with the system. Now, please hear me out because, you know, it's America, right? It is right. It's America. I have the right to speak. I have the right to say whatever I want, whenever I want. So let me say this. I debate on saying why the system is just not effective anymore. I always complain about assignments that what the hell? I always complain about assignments that, you know, oh my god, I never learned anything from it. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I might have learned more from YouTube and the Wikipedia than I have from school at all. Because I'm gonna be honest, I learned like radiology and chemistry mainly on the Wikipedia, searching through Wikipedia articles, like other articles. I've searched through like what's called YouTube videos. You know, I'm not an expert. I'm not the radiological expert here, but I know a lot about like radiation and chemistry and all these sciences, and I didn't even learn them at school. In fact, I literally cut to a video. Wait, hold on. When was I'm sorry, excuse me. But when was I? Wait, actually, it's easy peasy. That was 2018. I literally was going to a video of me being a squeaker, and there's a scene in Just Cause 4 where it's like, oh, this dude has like tinfoil, and it's like, oh, why do I have tinfoil? And then the dude's like, because it protects against radiation, and I'm like, you hear me in the audio, and like the Operation Windwalker video. Yes, sorry if it's long. You can hear me say, well, guess what? It's only gonna protect against beta. You need to protect against. You're going to need lead. You can literally hear me say that in the background. So literally for 3 years, I've been really, really good at radiology and crap. In fact, I think I could engineer a nuclear reactor. That's how much I know. I don't know, as I said, I'm not gonna claim to know everything, because it'd be embarrassing. Oh, Rayce, like, do this, make a bomb. I don't know how to make nuclear bombs. But, well, kind of, not. I think you need conventional electricity. But anyway, what I'm saying is that I learn generally a whole lot on YouTube. It shouldn't be surprising to anyone here is that I learn. And if I hear something that I don't think is true, I go to Wikipedia. And yes, I know people say, Wikipedia, everybody always no, there's mods. Have you ever heard of a mod? They basically regulate what gets put on the site. Wikipedia is not a bad source. In my opinion, what would you rather go? A sketchy site that literally has false information, or the Wikipedia, literally one of the biggest websites in the entire known world? Like, literally, the Wikipedia's got everything. Flowers to space rockets. It's got everything. I'm gonna watch this video.
In the southwest of China's Sichuan province sits a small village called Astroneer, where the local school children must climb 800-meter bamboo ladder at the side of a
These poor children.
to
Sorry if it's bad quality, it's my phone. I can't charge my iPad. My mom took the charging cable when she was gonna go somewhere. Left it in there.
Education you receive every day, or did want to receive, is just as precarious and insufficient. Education is broken.
It is.
Over the past 50 years, the world has changed, yet the school systems in most countries have stayed static. Current education systems were designed and built in the industrial age.
Yeah, it's built to pump people out.
Sure, there have been many 200 years. And what is that goal? To produce obedient factory drones. During the industrial era, and right up to the epoch of the 21st century, most people worked in manufacturing, whether it was on production lines, on farms, or in mines, where things like creativity and individuality only get in the way of profits. Factory owners needed obedient drones in large numbers, and so many wealthy business owners invested large sums of money into lobbying to influence politicians to shape the school systems in the ideologies of said factory owners, putting values such as order and discipline as top priority, and making sure that creativity and individualism were quashed. Such
That's
lobbying
bullcrap.
happened mostly in America, but nevertheless, the school systems in most developed countries today are still built on the same robotic and stale ideologies. And so, kids today arrive at school nice and early, not a minute too late. We are ordered to sit down in our pre-designated seats because God only knows what utter chaos would unravel if we were to sit where we pleased. We are programmed to respond to a series of bells and whistles that signify when we are allowed to eat and leave. We have to ask permission
Sounds like
to
a workplace to
speak,
me.
to move, to go to the bathroom. This used to be kind of okay, because this forced obedience would carry over to the factory floor, which is where most people ended up anyway, right after school. But today, and for quite some time now, we have been living in a world where most people can do whatever they desire for a career if they try hard enough. I mean, you can actually be a professional bear performer, a pet food taster, or a raven master. Yes, these are all real jobs. The nature of jobs has changed drastically.
It has.
And today, we live in a world where qualities such as creativity, individualism, and entrepreneurship are highly sought after by a lot of employees. Let me ask you a question. If you're bad at English, maths, or science, you're repeatedly told you're not trying hard enough. Your work is scrutinized. Your parents are notified of your poor performance. You're made to resit tests until you get it right. Yet, if you're bad at art, music, or sport, you're simply told, don't worry, it's just not your thing. Despite these all being just as valid career choices, the huge fact of life that modern school systems ignore is that everyone has their own unique talents and things that they are really passionate about.
Okay, in my opinion, here's what I think about what he just said. He just nailed it. He just hit a freaking 1,000 meter away snipe. He just demolished. He just basically took an M83 nuclear bomb and nuked a ship out of the water. Nuked a freaking German U-boat. He is so right. Here's what I'm a little bit upset with. That schools, what's it called? They don't recognize that people have different talents. For example, take me. I am very excelled at history and science. I'm very excelled at the study of life and history. However, I do not excel at English or social. No, sorry, I don't excel at English at all. And I'm okay with mathematics. Mathematics, I would say I don't do good, but I'll give it a pass because mathematics are definitely 100%. I'm not saying literature isn't 100%, but literally today, I don't know what a verb is. I don't know what a verb is. And don't call me dumb. And you can, but like, I know I can calculate a freaking alpha radiation decay. I can almost calculate the amount of energy it would take to cool down an ice sample as big as the Earth times 2.5. I could almost do all that. I cannot do proper English. Now, I know how to spell. I know how to do all that stuff, but I don't... Like, the most I know is where to put my comments, and I know how to put quotes. Like, commas and quotation marks. That's it. I'm not joking. I really don't know how to do that. And the thing is, I'm not saying hey, we need to, like, if a kid doesn't want to go here, abolish. I think kids should start being able to make the choice in like halfway through their school period, because who knows if what's it called, the kid in your little classroom, like kids when they're not thinking about jobs, they just want to go home and play with their friends on like video games. I'm not, and this isn't a take away the video game situation. This is young kids, they don't know what they're going to be when they grow up. They could be a scientist, they could be a teacher, they could be a doctor. They don't know what they're going to be. Sometimes, and then most of the time they won't know. I don't know what I'm going to be. I might go into fast food working or YouTubing. I might even work for my dad, or even be a garbage man. Because yeah. So let's continue with the video.
We're all naturally good at something, and terrible at other things.
Exactly. I'm terrible at English.
Takes a lot of upbringing. Some children are just more creative, whilst others are
I'm very creative.
we're all unique. Albert Einstein supposedly wrote, "Everybody is a genius. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." The human brain's ability to learn is astonishing, and yet it's impossible for almost anyone to learn it. I'm not saying that every child shouldn't learn mathematics, because every child is in bringing out the best in every child and encouraging the expression of their intelligence. But the really stupid thing is that schools don't teach a decent job of teaching English, maths and science.
What?
In fact, they
You
do
told Grandma that you had the shower ready.
I didn't know. I thought she wanted the things to keep on. Okay, can I just say something? If I'm not gonna leak the name of the teacher that taught this class, and if you know who you are and you're watching this, please do not take offense to this, okay, dude? I do not. I've had worse classes. Just if it makes you feel better, if you ever stumble across this stream, which I highly doubt it. But one of the classes I took was government. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I think government is a very good thing to choose. But what happened was I started learning about politics, like how like political, if we were learning about laws, 100% I would be in, because I want to know laws. If I do something and I'm accused of it, then I want to defend myself legally and rightfully. But we started learning about politics. I'm like, okay, I don't want to go into politics because, literally, you post, oh, Joe Biden's hair looks like it's leaning to like the right a little bit, or left, or front, and you'll literally get a storm of stupid, dull-headed people in your Facebook page screaming, "You stupid bitch! Oh my God, you need to go to hell so fast!" Like, oh my God, like if you defriend or dehumanize people because they like a certain dude, you are an actual douchebag. If you like Joe Biden, I don't really like Joe Biden, but if you like Joe Biden, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna hate you for it, and I don't care if you like Joe Biden or if you like Donald Trump. You know what? You wanna know what you are? You're a person. You're still a person.
rather terrible job indeed. Public education today is based on a system of taking a bunch of information and systematically reciting that information to the students, whom are later tested on their ability to remember that information. And the key point here is that exams only test a child's ability to remember. So, weeks before your exam, you would recite the same textbook information over and over again until you had near enough the entire textbook memorized. But what happens after the exam? You forget it all. Multiple studies have shown
Yes.
that children and adults forget 95% of everything memorized after
I'm not surprised.
days. So,
Okay, so like I know that if I know you can't remember you're not supposed to be able to remember specific dates. But if you ask me what was I learning in November 2018 in science, I will not remember it. I don't remember really a whole lot of things. Like for example, I got taught about like Egypt and stuff, and then I got taught about Egypt and stuff. And as much as I was fascinated, I don't remember anything about Egypt except for they built pyramids, they had pharaohs, and they loved gold. Like I don't remember anything. Like, I literally went down the 9/11 website page, and I just learned that actually 2,500 contaminants were released when the planes hit the buildings. I never knew that the area got contaminated after that. Like, that's new facts I just learned. And where did I learn it? I learned it on Wikipedia. And I know it's not, like, crucial to, like, development. That's interesting.
A star test score.
And by the way, I'm also starting to I'm trying to learn about fusion reactors. Like, I've been looking up about fusion reactors. What I really want to learn about is just either, like, maintenance, science, and all that stuff.
Says no more about a child than their ability to decide. It is not a strongly correlated representation of actual intelligence. That is the ability to acquire new skills of one's very own accord. This process of folklore by memorization is known as inauthentic learning. Because you aren't actually learning, only regurgitating information, and anyone can do that. It's what I do for a living. So, you ask, how does one learn authentically? How do we actually teach kids instead of asking them to memorize? Well, we quite simply start with curiosity. Humans are unquenchable curiosity. Our ability to touch everything we see, dig everything into the places, start improving. That curiosity never leaves us.
I do teach myself. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say that video games teach everyone. But the moment I started playing Fallout 4, I literally started learning about radiology. I don't know if I would learn this much. And Fallout 4 didn't teach me. I got interested in, like, radiation, so I started looking up Wikipedia page after Wikipedia page after Wikipedia page. I looked up article after article and read so much. I did my I did my homework. I even actually acquired a Geiger counter. Like a legitimate, not a toy, like a legit Geiger counter. I have it. A lot of my friends know that I even have a giant collection of uranium glass.
It is completely authentic, and children will absorb that knowledge like a sponge.
Same.
Most importantly, you can be sure they will remember it.
I can remember that literally 1,000. Dude, like I've already I've learned this like 3 years ago, and I can still remember that 100 rads of radiation poisoning causes blood changes, and 1,000 will kill. That I learned that 3 years ago, and I still remember it. So basically, Thoughty, right now, I just proved your point, homie. I just proved your point.
When we are engaged, we are happy, and our brains naturally remember the times when we are happy. A great book, the world's greatest business, its greatest entrepreneurs, and history's greatest leaders. They dropped out of school. Names such as Richard Branson, Quentin Tarantino, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates.
honestly, if you like, when I was like the age of 10, I would always think I'd be a dumb little kid. I didn't like if you went into the past and told me, hey, I'm gonna become this smart, I would say you are in the wrong dimension, buddy, because I will never be smart. I didn't know I would literally start learning about radiation and chemistry and all that stuff. I never knew that. That is intriguing to me. I went from literally a brain dead rock to somebody that I kind of carry people on chemistry. Not gonna lie. Like, there's this one kid that's struggling, right? And I usually help him with chemistry. He's older than me. Now, just because he's older than me doesn't mean he's supposed to be smarter. I'm not gonna say he's dumb. The reason is his interest is not chemistry. And as much as I like chemistry, I don't think he should be forced to take it because, you know, he basically doesn't want to learn chemistry. Now, if there's like what, a million people in the world, I think that's when we should assign people. But there are what's it called? Like there are I think there's like 8+ billion people in the world. Literally, one of them is like there's gonna be so many people with the same jobs that we can just let people be free.
Many young people will unlock their true passions if the education industry is focused on what they do best instead of everything that can get good. But thankfully today you can fulfill your own curiosity. Thanks to technology, we are now able to learn anything we desire through unlimited invaluable information at our fingertips. Self-education and discovery sites such as Skillshare enable you to fulfill your first hobby created better for you where traditional education has failed you. Skillshare is an online learning platform with more than 17,000 lessons in design, photo, and much more. I personally dropped out of college. I instead used the incredible resources available on the internet to teach myself the skills I needed to do what I love. And in doing so, I have been able to fulfill my passion of making videos and teaching others about incredible things. YouTube.
Okay, it might be. It's kind of. I always am scared to say this to everyone, but I'm afraid to go to college. Okay, I am very scared to go to college. It's not because it's really hard, because I've seen. I'm not. No, I'm not trying to copy him, but I'm not gonna say drop out of college. But I'm afraid that I'm going to not learn things, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna get sucked into debt, and then I'm gonna have to live in my parents' house, and then it's gonna spiral out of control. And plus, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying that in my life I am going to be able to play PlayStation and have fun all the time. But honestly, my sister never hangs out with me, and I'm not gonna. It's not her fault. It's not her fault at all. She's just busy with college and she has a job, and it's sad. Now, I'm not saying I'm not gonna get a job, because if I don't get a job, I can't put food on my plate. I can't keep a roof over my head. But the thing is, I'm afraid that I'll pay thousands of dollars. My parents will pay thousands of dollars for me to learn something that I'm never gonna remember. My sister wants to be a veterinarian, someone who takes care of animals, and they're making her learn physics. I get it. Physics is like a really important study to learn, but she's gonna work on animals. She ain't gonna touch physics. Physics and quantum mechanics are two very hard subjects to learn in school. I do not get me started about quantum mechanics. I don't know about quantum mechanics and quantum science and all that crap.
Is my
I'm sorry, I have to go get a drink. I'm thirsty. Okay. Just ask my sister. What is she learning about in college? Remember, she wants to be a vet. And you want to know what she's learning? Economics. Okay, let me compare this. She wants to be a person who helps animals. She is learning about stocks. It's almost no, she's learning about the stock market almost, I think. Like that's not what she want to learn. My sister has more potential than that. But she's never I'm never going to touch like I'm never ever gonna touch like government and stuff. One, it's just a bunch of like complicated stuff, and two, I kind of make mistakes. Jobs I try to clear away from it is like cashier and accountant, because I can count money, but I'm afraid that I'll make a mistake and I'll get fired because of it. So that's why I never will ever be an accountant. Like, dude, I don't know how this system works anymore. And I've complained to my teachers. They didn't give me attention to it, but I complained, I don't like this. I'm not learning what I need to learn. I'm sorry if I keep pausing this. But you wanna know something? If on the outside I look like this gamer kid that sits in his room all day, but actually, what a lot of people don't really know about me is I am a very enthusiastic and information-hungry person. I have an infinite appetite for data, knowledge, and just interesting facts. The world about me. I want to study everything. I want to be smart. I'm not the person that one brain-dead gamer that everybody sometimes thinks that I am. I actually want to learn, expand my knowledge. And I think I've done that very well over the past 5 years. Literally, like, right now, this is my way of learning. Is that I sit down here, and I just listen to videos. And I'll learn a lot about videos. In fact, if no one thinks, go back to when I'm building Riversburg. I don't know when the episodes are, like 250 around there. And you'll hear me, I was literally listening to element videos. Like, I know literally that I want cesium, and I want to drop it in water, because if you do that, it explodes. Okay, that's the opinion of the video. This dude that's talking about this, about, oh, our bodies are excuse me. Oh, no. Excuse me. I hate covers. Is that this dude, what he's speaking, it's actually right. And if you don't think it out, right now, every time you wake up, look at the time. And every time you wake up, look at the time. On the weekends, I'll sometimes wake up at 6. Like, today I woke up at 6. And yeah, that's when I wake up for school. People wake up at like 8:10. People wake up at 7. I wake up like pre-COVID. I woke up at 6:30 in the morning. Yeah, that's how far. And my bus ride took 1 hour. Now I wake up at 7:30. No, 7:10, and I go to school.
This is because of your body's circadian rhythm. is our internal clock, and it also determines when it is the best time for us to fall asleep and to wake up. But our circadian rhythm varies throughout our lives. When we're younger than 10, our bodies want to wake up as early as possible, but it soon gets later and later throughout adolescence. Between the ages of 14 and 24, our circadian rhythm is set at the latest it will ever be throughout our lives. And our natural desire is to wake up later in the morning, for example, after 10 a.m. There's nothing we can do to fight this biological urge. Recent studies have shown that forcing teenage students to wake up before 7 a.m. to attend school between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. plays havoc with our body's intended sleep cycle. The result is that teenagers get far less sleep in these critical years, and concentration in the classroom takes a steep dive into the sleepy abyss. There is absolutely no scientific evidence that starting school any earlier than 10 or 11 a.m. is beneficial to learning. Quite the opposite, in fact. Thankfully, this at least is changing. Over the past couple of years in Britain, as part of a larger study conducted by a London charity, hundreds of schools across the UK are being asked to shift their school days forward an hour or two and asking students to arrive at 10 a.m. instead. This experiment is still ongoing today, but early indications from this large-scale test have already shown that school children across the country are happier, more engaged, learning more, and the rising rate of mental illness amongst teenagers, which has been partially attributed to sleep deprivation, are starting to plateau. There is one country that has taken changing the entire school system into their very own hands and made changes so
Not us.
that the way they do school is completely unrecognisable to most of us. And as a result, this country now has the most successful school system in the entire world. Welcome to Finland. Over the years, multiple studies have ranked Finland as the most successful and most efficient school system in the world.
Yeah, look at that. America's not even on that list. Big surprise. Now, I'm gonna say this right now. It's not the teachers that is the cause of the problem. It's the process. It's the E word. It's the big E word. It's not teachers. It's execution. It's how the process is played out. How the process is worked. How the process plays. The execution of how they teach our kids is very, very poor. One could say piss poor. I have tried to complain to so many people that that I'm not learning what I want to learn. And thankfully this year is way better.
Number 2 globally for science and number 3 for reading. But what does Finland do so differently to, say, the US, which consistently ranks down in the mid-30s for efficiency? America also ranks number 33 in science and
Wow.
number 17 in reading. Well, for a start, children in Finland don't even start school until the age of 7, compared to the normal age of 5 in most countries, allowing them far more time to just be children. And the first 6 years of children's education in Finland are not measured in any way. It literally doesn't matter how. Seriously, what is the point of testing a 10-year-old when all they really want to do is paint? In fact, there is during the entirety of a child's education in Finland, and it's not taken until they're at least 16 years old. And that
My
exam
age.
isn't even a test per se. It's used to find out which students need more individual help than the others. Homework is far less common, and they don't begin to actually issue homework until students are well into their teen years. In fact, Finnish kids spend the least time on homework per week than any country in the world, at an average of just over 2 hours per week. compared to 6 hours per week for the average American pupil. The Finnish school day is far shorter than other countries. They typically start at 9 a.m. and finish school between 1 and 2 p.m. Teachers in Finland only work for a maximum of 4 hours each day, and they put aside 2 hours each week for professional development, helping them to become better teachers. One of the biggest differences between Finnish and American schools is the amount of free time that students are permitted. In Finland, students get a 15-minute break after every single lesson. The average daily break time of a Finnish school
Like 5.
is a whopping 75 minutes, compared to just 27 minutes for an American student. Recent studies have conclusively shown that more break time relative to class time actually increases test scores and learning, and decreases mental illness, depression, and general bad behavior among school children. Quite simply, a happy and healthy child is going to be less bored and more engaged. So how do Finland do when it comes to
You know what really actually kind of makes me interested? Is that there's so many Karens. Like, they're, like, drones. There's so many brain dead people out there. But there's so many smart people. Like, today, we literally, like, it's illegal in the U.S. to kind of, like, okay, so in the United States, I'm not gonna say I know all the driving laws, but I do know this, is that when you pull up to, like, an intersection or, like, a turn, if you come first, it's your right of way, which means you come first, you go first. Now, it doesn't mean you can speed and get into there. But it's generally frowned upon when people do this in their cars. And guess what? Today we were on a trip through our town, or city. We found like 4 people doing it. Like, that's not how the law works, idiot. That's not how the United States law works.
every child
I really want to bring this up to my district.
remarkably well, actually. Finnish schools, and 9 of those are arts, crafts, music, and sports. That's almost 40% of lessons. It's just a set of broad guidelines rather than a strict checklist that has to be adhered to. The individual teachers have a lot more power to tailor their lessons to suit their students. Children aren't segregated into different classes depending on their intelligence or historic test scores. Classes are kept small, but children that need extra help are given huge amounts of one-on-one attention.
Speaking of, like, what's it called? Now, I will say people that need help are getting, like, extra, like, I am classified as a special ed student in Illinois. I am a special ed student. I do not, like, for example, sometimes when computers are needed, it's weird. Like, for example, when there's a computer assignment, I'll sometimes do it on paper, and when there's notes, I'll do it on a computer. The reason is because I cannot read my own handwriting. Barely at all. Now, I have a diary that it has handwriting, but at least I go slow for there. But for school, it's literally rushing me to go as fast as possible. Now, as I was saying, like, this makes me really sad from hearing this. Like, they're really separated. Is that there's just one person in my, like, there's a couple people I am never put with any of my friends. In fact, I have a class that has 3 of my most hated people in it. There's this kid that literally bullies me on the bus. He's in my class. There's this kid that always jokes about freaking math. He's in, like, 3 of my classes. He's not as bad as the other kids. I can take him. And then there's this stupid Confederate narcissistic piece of shit that literally threatened to assault me in in her class. Like, not her class, but my college class. Like, there are 3 bastards in the same spot. Why are they in here? I hope they get booted out this semester. I hope they do something so bad that they have to get kicked out. I'm never with my friends. I'm always with people that hate me. I'm always with people that are enemies of me. Like, I have barely, like, what? But I only have friends in, like, one of the 6 classes I have. I don't have any good friends. It's so hard to talk to people.
To help get them up to speed. And the results show that the gap between the worst performing is the smallest. In Finland, no child is left behind. But it's actually true over there, rather than just an empty political slogan. In Finland, is tiny, 0.4%.
Wow.
In America, it is 25%.
Wow.
That's millions of students per year. By far one of the highest in the developed world. America also has one of the largest gaps between the test scores of the rich and the poor. But a lot of experts argue that you couldn't simply take the blueprint for the Finnish school system and implement it overnight in America. For one major reason. The two countries are culturally, economically, and socially so very, very different. For a start, the cultural differences are enormous. Take religion. In the US, 22% of the population are religiously unaffiliated, with just 3% categorizing themselves as atheists, whereas in Finland, an impressive 60% of the country are religiously unaffiliated, or non-believers, and 22% are atheists. Almost everyone in Finland is middle class. They have one of the smallest gaps in the world between the rich and the poor. This allows for a stable and consistent publicly funded school system across the entire country. Whereas America has the biggest wealth inequality of any developed country in the world. This creates huge problems with balancing the school system from state to state and district to district. In America, the gap between the quality of education in poor areas and wealthy areas is enormous. To integrate the Finnish system into American schools, the whole economics of the school system would have to be turned on its head, as well as schools in states constantly competing against each other to get the best test scores and get the most funding. American teachers get paid merit pay, a top-up of their salary if their students perform well in standardized tests, causing teachers to push their students beyond reasonable levels to achieve higher test scores, with no regard to whether they are genuinely and authentically learning. Merit pay does not exist in Finland, neither does competition between schools. Children in Finland, and most countries for that matter, can go to school without the fear of violence. The statistics show that in the US, 27% of students have carried a dangerous weapon to school, 10% have carried a gun to school, and 40% have been in a physical fight whilst at school.
That's scary.
I'm not here to endlessly praise Finland or to point fingers at America or any other school system for that matter.
You have the full right to point fingers towards us. We are
It's so
shameful.
unbelievably important to society, as it is, quite literally, our future. The children of today will be the scientists, doctors, lawyers, and politicians of tomorrow. Economists predict that improving the education system in the US would boost the US economy by $27 trillion over the next few decades. Similarly, in the UK, economists predict that there is much room for improvement in our school system too, and doing so would boost our economy by £3.6 trillion. Improving education would mean a better, safer, and more sustainable world for everyone. Yes, we need to take inspiration from Finland and other education-leading countries. But first, we need to take inspiration from their attitude towards society and towards life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please click here to support me on Patreon. Click here to watch another video, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out the link in the description for 2 months of Skillshare for free.
Honestly, I really don't blame that. Sadly, I feel like that is true. I I I only plan for staying for high school. Maybe I might become like a super senior. I might stay a year later just to have fun with and hang out with the teachers and chill. Cause the teachers there are really fun. and you know, just I'll leave because I don't want to. I don't think I can learn anything there. Like, this teacher is so nice. She trusts me to go onto her computer, and she trusts me to not do anything bad. I don't. I usually go watch game shows. She lets me sit in the chair, and I'm literally in, like, a junior, I think, in high school. I'm, like, grade 11. Like, that is a teacher right there. You have the gut to actually trust me in a computer. Of all people. Me. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but, wow. Proud of you. Like, the people in the high school, I've actually, literally, sometimes I've funded projects. But, okay, so, I want to leak a story that I've been holding back a few days ago. And you know, it's, what this video makes me want to put it out, is that, and I'll tell you what it has to do with about the video I have to share about. A few days ago, I held 2 little spray bottles. And I know it's about to sound weird of how I'm about to describe it. I held 2 in one hand, like this. You imagine, like, the little bars, like, the 2 bars coming over here. I held it and I squeezed it. I did it once. The teacher told me to stop. I'm like, okay. I did, and I stopped. And I sprayed once before she said. And she's like, if you don't stop, I'm gonna write it up. I'm like, I just stopped. I kind of like, I just stopped. Like, I didn't do anything. And weeks ago, she literally writes me up for the dumbest shit ever. Like, I get written up and I sent detention for holding 2 plastic bottles. And the other time, and let's go. Is that I now know why the school is broken. It's teaching me. I'm not going. Trust me, I'm not gonna go freaking Karen Facebook anti-vax theory here. It's teaching me to work like a drone, a mindless drone in a factory, when I'll never ever do that. It's teaching me obedience. And yes, I know obedience. I'm nice towards basically almost everyone. Unless they're not nice to me. Then I just say, screw off. Not really. I just get out of my hand. But I don't, like, yell at her, but I have to physically, like, verbally fight her. Not physically, but I have to verbally fight her and get her off my ass. She never lays the off. And she gets on my shit about every little small detail. And where I just got is that, what's it called? Is that what I was demonstrating was creativity. Is that, here's the thing. Without creativity, this world would not have survived. People, they were creative. They literally built, like, 2,000 years ago, we were literally, like, no, 3,000 years ago, we were literally almost like sticks and stones in villages. Now, we can collide freaking atoms. We can take uranium and split it into freaking hydrogen atoms. We can destroy. May I repeat that one more time? Destroy atoms and put them back together. That's how advanced as a species we have gotten. We can smash the hell out of atoms. We can induce fission, and we're almost gonna get into fusion properties. Maybe again. We can literally have printers that print 3-dimensional objects, 3D printers. We can really print something from a little piece of filament. We can build stuff down to the nanoscale, i.e. needles. Like, she gets all. Oh yeah, alright, I was saying it's creativity. Like, we are all creative. We have invented so many things. We've invented so much stuff to help us. And I know, like, what I just did was, what's it called? Was maybe not, like, the most creative thing. But, you know, like, what good is something when it stays the same? It just needs to change. Is that I was just expressing how I was creative. And that's embarrassing. I was silenced because of that. It's just saddening that I am always put up with her. I've talked to, let's see, one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people. 8 if you want to include me. We've got 8 people that really don't like this person, this teacher. I like how the principal's like, oh my god, there's 4 people that don't like me. Well, guess what? Now there's 8 people, double that. They hate this person more than you. And I'm not saying no one's gonna live their life without being hated. There's a lot of people that hate me, I know that for sure. There's a lot of people that hate me, and if you're watching this, there's a lot of people that hate you. Whether they interact with you physically or online. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of people that will hate you. You can't do anything about it. And even if you try, you just can't. And can we guys all talk about homework? I barely earn any from homework, and it wastes my time, and it wastes all my parents' time that have to work on it. It's embarrassing. I'll give you the best of me, the best of me, the best of me. Hey baby, hey, when you call for me lady, I will give you the best of me, the best of me, the best of me. You have all you want, baby. You got with me. I will give you the rest of me. The rest of me. The rest of me. I will give you my all. I will give you my all. My fishy. Well, I remix this. It's not the perfect remix, but and it's not really the best, but it's in the beginning. I want to, but I don't want to destroy it. You know. Dun. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 Just kidding. Really? really dumbass bit? Fine, fine, fine. TA roll, that's a copy of... Oh yeah, that can be purged. There. You happy? Huh. Minecraft's not retarded. Louis, I deleted an hour of videos. Sorry, serious. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Up. Let me just update this real quick. Boom. It's about to go crazy if I'm not wrong. Oh my god, can it not save for just 1 minute? Oh boy, it's about to go to oh, here it goes. By the way, this is like what it'll do. This is like it's burning at 1,000 times its normal speed right now. Yep, it's gonna start going into the middle floor. You know, fine, whatever. Just start it. Just light napalm the hell out of this crap. Oh yeah, it's unfixable now. Yeah, I mean it's a little bit fixable, but it's yep, it's gonna get to the point where it's unfixable. Now let's start blowing out the windows. There you go, just keep blasting out all the windows. go. That should free a little bit of space up. Now I gotta just keep blasting these windows out. Come on, let's go. Mm, 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 mm. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. There's at least a few people that know where this is about to go. Yes. This is gonna break my game. I know it. There's so many of them. Imagine like performing an archery fight, but you accidentally hit one of these things, and then the entire place just goes. Zombie, I'm just gonna say this right now, you really, really don't want to be in here. That's a good thing about this, is that unlike placing TNT, it's just gonna blow it's just gonna like, it's not gonna like, have to go catch on fire. Imagine like oh my god, imagine what's it called? Imagine a TNT super flat, but lightning strikes, and it's actually in a, what's it called?
He's right there. Is that what you want? What's the matter?
He probably knows what's about to happen to this woodland mansion.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
I want to get rid of mansion because I want to build wall. Oh god, it's already starting to take effect. It's starting to just penetrate my freaking frame rate. Right in the big one. Oh my god. It's just saying F you frame rate. No one likes you. I have to delete all the obsidian after this, which is going to be annoying. This is going to blow to smithereens. This is going to blow sky high. And it's going to make a massive lag wave. What are these rooms supposed to be? Dressing rooms? I really don't want to destroy this mansion, but you know what? To be honest, it doesn't really fit in with the mine. I could have hit those and it could have detonated. I would detonate, but I want to just all detonate at once. And when it does detonate at once, it's going to be hell. Like, it's like the frame rate's gonna kill itself. It's gonna commit suicide. This mansion is going to be reduced to a pile of rubble. There's gonna be there's most likely gonna be a lot of it left. Another branch and put some more here. These things have so much explosive power, man. This is why I love using, what's it called? Oh, yep, I found stairs. So now I can just kind of take some ender crystals, make like a little breadcrumb trail. Then the, what's it called? It's gonna chain react and go all the way up here. Just gotta put a line right through. Mm. Yeah, it's already just ripping my frame rate into two. Just finding the butt cheeks and just spreading them open and ripping them apart and eating. Oh boy. Yeah, whatever, let's do it. Here goes nothing. Oh. Stop it. Oh, here it goes. Frame rate's done. It's done. Frame rate is dead. Frame rate is dead. Frame rate is dead. Frame rate is dead. Oh my god. Wow. I want to see literally freaking Daniela Paguro. Let's see TNT do that. This is went from, okay, this is somewhat fixable to, we're never fixing this again. That's where this went. Yeah, there is no hope in fixing it. I'm just gonna take a snapshot of that. That's beauty. I'm gonna put a freaking Luca meme in there. That's what, how about we see TNT do that? Lol. This song plays to the Ghost Leviathans. It gets better. Hey. It's just a knocker video. Nuke. Boom. Mm. The thing is that when you play some rapid succession, it barely drops any items, so you barely have to worry about any lag. No. No.
Hey, hey, hey. What's
Can
up?
we just feel all just get like a rest in peace for this mansion I'm destroying? It's been burned. It's been nuked with freaking what's it called? Crystals, and it's been just absolutely ripped apart. I'm glad to announce that as I'm speaking, the northwest mansion of my Abbott world is not our world, but my city world is being demolished. You will no longer be seeing it no more. I want to keep it, but it just doesn't flow, and I want to build mall. And this mall's not gonna be an ordinary mall. I'm talking to you, it's gonna have like a little water park in it. And this mall is inspired by a real life one. Sadly, it didn't get the correct funding. But hey, this is Minecraft. I don't need funding.
Rayce, I just did the Golden Grin Casino on very hard. It was fun. Also,
Yeah.
I gotta get a drink of water. I'm literally fucking dying.
I feel you. Dude, this is insane. I'm just trying to pick off all the last remaining pieces of the mansion as I can. Here you go, just do a line of crystals right down this and destroy the old rim.
You wanna hop on payday?
Yeah.
No. I'm talking to Rayce. Rayce, you wanna hop on payday?
Yeah, me later, because I got a stomachache.
What did you say?
I got a stomachache really bad.
No, I can't hear you. Sorry. What?
A stomachache. Oh, here comes. Oh.
I'll just do a heist while I wait for you.
I might later. I don't know if I'm going at all.
Diamond heist. That looks fun. So, are you on like your TA world?
Yep. Yeah, so as I said,
Hog.
northwestern,
What, the
northwestern,
mansion on the lake?
yeah, it's no more.
You're...
It's gone.
Why?
Because it doesn't blend, it doesn't flow, and I want to build a mall.
What about the bunker of steel?
Oh, that's staying.
That's what?
That's staying.
Oh.
Its construction has been delayed. And this mall is not gonna be an ordinary mall. It's gonna have a water park and an indoor theme. They had a mall like this, but they didn't have funding. And as I said earlier, I don't need funding in Minecraft. It's a game. I will give you the best of me, the best of me, the best of me. Yeah, the dude that wrote that song wrote. What happened? Let me guess, Cloaker. You call this resisting arrest? It's called a difficulty tweak. I know, I'm late. The correct term is police brutality. When you're literally anybody when they see me in school charging them with a dodgeball. Literally, like sometimes what's it called? When I know that I'll usually try to do a suicide charge where I'll charge at anybody on the other team and then with a dodgeball, and they get so frightened they start running away. I'm like, I literally once screamed out loud, "I will show you what your intestines look like," as I run, sprinting. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, I saw a video of Fallout Worlds, and it looks like it's on meth.
So what do you plan on doing about the jet problem in our community? How about the settlement problem? Another settlement needs our help. I'll mark it on your map.
I will give you the best.
There you go. I know this. I know Fallout.
Oh no, Max! I got the glitch.
It's an eerie version.
Oh shit! Is that your phone or?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm playing Payday 2 and I'm in a heist, and I was about to say, if there's a fucking cloaker, I'm gonna make him wish he was never born.
Dude, I saw a comment in the file, or like the YouTube video that had it, cloaker sound, and someone said they played it right behind them while they were playing Payday, and they got so scared. Goodbye, mansion. When the dogs of society house, you can't. No, no, I have no other lyrics. Why do people never use ender crystals? They're so superior. Their blast radius is stupid as hell. And the thing is, if you put so many of them close to each other, when you're destroying stuff and you don't care about the resources, you'll actually, like, the blast radius from the other ones near will actually destroy the items. So you'll never, they barely lag out your server unless you have so many of them placed together at once. Today I tried to spawn 100 Reapers in Subnautica, and I crashed the game.
Not a surprise.
And I literally just spawned 100 Peepers out in the middle of nowhere. And I saw a video where there's this, like, it's called Your Subnautica Pains in one video, part 2. And he just literally spawned a horde of Peepers, and he ran into them all.
Rayce, you ever tried the pistol crossbow?
No.
Oh.
None.
Oh shit! That cloaker just got knocked flat on his fucking face. Oh. Oh shit, there's another one?
I will give you my all.
I will give you my all.
I will give you the best of me. Dunch, dunch, and dunch, 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 dunch. I will give you the best of me.
Razor mine's second best to the best of me, do you agree?
When you call for me, lady, I will give you the best of me, the best of me, the best of me.
Oh, actually, I was just thought of it. You want to do some Cold War?
I can't. Y'all gotta update. Take a break, stream.
Oh.